on. 자요.
I'm here with Flaharty, coming from Colorado Springs. He will teach us some technique for grappling, wrestling, and MMA.
Perfect. Yes.
Let's go?
Yeah, let's go. So, big thing in striking sports and combining wrestling is that there's different vulnerabilities. So when you use wrestling to improve your grappling or your MMA striking game, then you need to be able to keep the distances close and keep yourself away from vulnerabilities. So we want to keep our positions tight and strong. And so one of the best positions that a lot of people end up in is this clinching position right here, right? Because if you're out too far here, you could be susceptible to kicks and punches and all the stuff that wrestlers hate. So wrestlers, they want to keep it tight. Maybe you start punching and get caught in this flurry right here, right? So when you're in this clinch here, the next thing that you want to do is you want to close the distance if you're trying to wrestle and take this underhook. So now you can see right here in this underhook, the most important thing is I want to keep his body close to me. I want to keep my base strong, butt down, head up, chest up, and I want to stay tight. Notice how I'm trying to control his hand and I'm trying to control his hip. So that way I'm not vulnerable for his punches, his kicks, and I'm just watching for a trip. He might come and try to trip me with one of these legs. If I keep my body heavy, then I'm in a good position here to be strong. Now, when I'm in this position here, you want to try to keep pressure, and you're pulling this and pushing here. Pull, push. This is how you engage in this position. And you try not to get behind him, then you're in danger. So here, I'm keeping him tight, and if I got my base low enough here, I don't want to get my head down because I'm in danger for a knee. Boom, bad problem. So what I want to do is I want to cheat his leg in the snatch single. And so what I'm going to do is I'm taking this knee right here under this leg. Notice how I'm pulling him up. Boom, pulling him up, cheating this knee, pull this away, and take this leg right here. Now there's 1,001 different finishes to do from here. But the best thing to do if you're just a grappler is you want to come down low and try to grab this leg. Now you can finish, drive him all the way down and stay tight, hips low. And this is important because if you start getting up here, you're in trouble. I know this is back. So you want to stay low and control this position here. Now you can work your offense from this position.
That's the thing, like we do a lot of mistakes as an MMA fighter because we don't have some background in wrestling. I mean, in Europe and more in France. When we try to push someone, we don't have the pressure, so we just push like this, and boom, yeah. So that's the difference. And against, like Morgan said, push me on the ground, I'm here, okay? And if you don't close to me and put pressure, I can easily go back and go there. So he teach us a good basics here. So stay tight. He's right with the chest.
So I'm pulling this and pushing here with my hips. Open him up. Open up his body. Use this leg to cheat this up. I'm coming up high in the crotch because this means if he tries to face me,
transition. Like this weekend, Bilal Mohammed did this against Leon Edwards. So that's very perfect. And this work in Greco is really useful when you go to MMA and against the wall, against the cage. It's very perfect because we struggle with like the control. So every time we said to put the knee here, but we lose the control of the upper body. So your advice is so great. So you go like this and stay, chest to chest, or you go below.
Yes. Yeah, it's both. So I'm trying to raise him up as much as I can here. So I'm keeping my chest in tight. A lot of people, they think they're safer here, and the only exception is that you're safe with your chest away if you can bury your head. You bury your head, which is illegal in wrestling. Well, it's a penalty because it's called defensive wrestling. You're not actually putting yourself in an offensive position here. You're putting yourself in defense. And so from here, you're going to look for your leg attacks. You're going to try to create space and pressure with your head. But if you're up and tight here, this is not good, generally not so good in grappling because people are going to do a grappling or fighting. Exactly. You're very vulnerable here. And guillotines too. You get fucked up. So I want to keep this tight because now I'm in control of his body. I am where I'm strong. Okay? And I'm just controlling his hips with my hips. I'm controlling his shoulder by elevating his shoulder here. And I'm cupping over the top here. This is all right in MMA and wrestling. You really want to kind of come up tight in this position. And I'm just trying to pull into my body because it's a little bit safer in this position from your strikes. Okay? So I'm in here, I'm pushing with my hips, I'm opening his body, and now I can get his leg like this, using my head to create an anchor. And I'm gonna finish low. I wanna finish low.
So this is a really good advice when you push my shoulder and I open my chest, because I feel like out of stance, you know, like
yes. I'm creating a lever. I'm opening his body and putting him. I'm disengaging his core. Well, I'm taking the strength out of his core, right? And so that way he has now to defend. He's defending me in two different regions of his body. He's defending his upper, he's defending his lower. If he gets, like if I'm here and his core is open and this, let's say I lose the leg, so he gets the leg back, okay, now I can finish over the top. And if I lose the upper body here, so he gets that away, okay, fine, now I got the leg. So I'm splitting up his defense into two things, and I already have attacks from each spot. So this is the key.
Sorry, can you do the first one?
Yes, of course.
So
if I'm here and I'm staying low, and I want to get this leg, and he brings that leg back. Now I can just throw it over the top. And now from here you can throw or mat return, whatever you're more comfortable with.
That's perfect. So you need a strong base, be tight, be very strong, and you can do some double attack, and that's so perfect. So Morgan, thank you very much for this advice. Where we can follow you?
You can find me online at Mogo Training, and I have an Instagram page with a bunch of tips and tricks on how to strength train specifically for wrestling. A lot of this stuff is very applicable for all fight sports as far as protecting your neck, developing good grip strength, and I'm really into longevity in sport. I believe that the healthier an athlete can make themselves, the better of a career they can have. So that's what my page is focusing on for combat.
That's perfect. I will put this in the description, and maybe we can do like other video next time.
Yeah, we went over like 5 moves, so maybe we'll break them down next time.
And for the precision, he's a strong precision coach for the wrestling too. Here we have maybe 1 week, or maybe 1 week before the Olympic starts for the wrestling. So we keep it in the chayo. Chayo.
Good job.
Thank you.